Welcome back, everybody, to the Binding of Isaac. No rebirth, no repentance on there, just the Binding of Isaac. I think today is a good day for us to play as Magdalene. I don't get this HP value thing. Judas somehow has 0 HP. Cain has 1. Eve has 1. Do they have 2? But like Isaac has 3 and there's only 3 lines. I don't know what the HP scaling is like. It could just be like a general thing like, hey, Judas is pretty glass cannon-y. But we're going to be playing as Maggie today because I feel like in the interest of the mouse cursor, in the interest of staying alive on this challenge, Maggie might be the best way to do so. Now, it's my first time playing any Isaac in like 5 days, and instinctively, when I opened up the game to start recording today, I grabbed my controller. And I spent a good minute being like, why are my inputs not, like, what's going on? My controller's just broken. It's not working. Turns out the game is only keyboard, as I only recently have remembered. But I feel like I'm getting better. Last run was pretty good. I've learned some good tips from you guys in the comments. Keep those coming, by the way. A lot of weird nuances I'm not really familiar with in this game. For example, HP is unlimited. You can have infinite soul hearts. You can only have 12 red hearts, I think, but you can have infinite soul hearts, which is definitely an interesting choice, I would say. And I don't think we've unlocked every character yet. I feel like Azazel's in this game, but I could be wrong. We've unlocked every secret character last run. We got 3 people last run, which is kind of crazy. Hermit card, it could be good. That money is also very nice. But yeah, things are going pretty smoothly. I will say, so far. No bombs for that bomb plus a tinted heart deal. I do want to get that, though, if we can in the future, whether it's by using the Hermit card to get a bomb or you dropping a bomb. Actually, that would kind of be... Well, that could be a bomb. That would kind of be good, is what I was going to say there. Remember, we're playing in an older version of Isaac, so shops do require us to have a key to enter them on the very first floor. But I don't want to go too metagamey in this episode. What I wanted to talk about today was, again, more movies. I've been watching a lot of movies, as most of you know. We're pretty bulky right now. We're going to be really bulky on this run. We'll do Hermit card right now. And there is a bomb in here, which is super, super nice. We'll go back for that tinted rock at the end of the floor. But I've been watching a lot of movies. I've been having a lot of days where I'm just sitting at my computer, just scripting stuff and like getting footage from different games. So I don't really have a lot going on in the background. And I've been putting on a lot of just like movies that I've been wanting to watch for a long time, but don't really feel like I have a dedicated want to watch them when I'm eating dinner. Just kind of like throw them on to experience it, but not give it too much time. And I put on some sleeper ones for sure. I put on a lot of the newer Pixar stuff to try. I wanted to prove my theory correct. I tried watching a couple of the newer Pixar films, wasn't really feeling them. And last night at dinner, I was thinking, all right, I want to have a movie where I can put it on and enjoy it full stop. I want to really be involved in everything about it. So I put on the very famous Ang Lee movie, starring Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal. Michelle Williams is in that movie as well. David Harbour's in that movie too. It's a very great cast. And of course, I'm talking about Brokeback Mountain, which is one that I've been wanting to watch for a super long time, but just haven't really been in the mood for it. Until, I guess oh my god, my cats they're going crazy behind me. I guess until last night, I had a little bit of like you know what, I do want to watch Brokeback Mountain. And I knew what it was going into it. I knew that it was a romance movie. I knew that it was a bit of a slow burn, as well as it also being pretty, what would the word be for this? Pretty draining, I guess, is a good way to put it. By the end of it, the ending of the movie is just like, it's very sad. And that does fall in my wheelhouse of like, I feel like every movie that I end up giving a 5-star on Letterboxd is a romance movie. But I would not consider myself a romance genre fan. And then I think about it and I'm like, well, 2 of my top 5 movies of all time are romance movies. Marriage Story and Eternal Sunshine, which are like, I gotta just own up to it eventually at some point, man, and just say, hey, I'm a guy who enjoys a good romance movie every now and again, a little bit too much sometimes. But I had a really good time with Brokeback Mountain until at the end just kind of like drained me. So I went live for the first time in about a week and a half last night to do some D-Rust for a speedrun, and I was like, yeah, I can put on Brokeback, and once I finish Brokeback, I'll just go live for a couple hours tonight and do some practices, not expecting to be just kind of like emotionally drained as I was. I gotta touch you, I guess. Wow. It's so dumb. I hate this game. This game's stupid and meant for babies who eat poop and cry constantly. That was a really dumb interaction, but you know what? It happens. And when I got to the end of Brokeback, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, by the way. When I got to the end of it, though, I was just sitting there like, man, they really had to just like make it even more tragic, and it just kind of fills you with this feeling of like they spend the entire movie taking the lives away from the two main characters, and then at the very end they just double down on that and like take life away from both characters in a much more like gravitational sense. It's all ruined. And I found myself with a lot of those movies, like when I watch a movie at home now, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but it's true. If I'm watching a movie at home and I get a little bit bored or I'm in like a lull of the movie, I'll open up Twitter. I'll open up, you know, an app and I'll scroll for a bit. I have no shame. No shame in that at all, actually. At a theater, I would never do that. But if I'm watching like a movie that's kind of just a little bit of a sleeper or not like super engaging, I'll open up Twitter. And I'll just scroll while I'm half watching, half just kind of getting the entertainment, because I'm a little baby child who has the span of like a 4-year-old, an attention span of a 4-year-old. But I didn't even feel the need to open up my phone once during this movie. Like I was glued to it pretty much the entire time, and nothing super, you know, action-packed or exciting happens. It's very much like a story-driven movie, but it had me engaged the entire way through. And I am a pretty big fan of Ledger, but especially Gyllenhaal. I've watched a lot of Jakey Boys movies. I went on a spree a couple years ago just watching Jake Gyllenhaal movies. I watched Source Code, which is like not his best, but still one that I actually enjoyed. He's in fantastic, maybe even like one of the best acting roles ever was his cast in Nightcrawler. Just like, what a sociopathic character that man is. What's his name in that movie again? I haven't watched it in a couple years. What is his name in... Oh, it's like tipping my tongue right now. The character he plays in Nightcrawler is like an ambulance chasing reporter who will start like creating situations for an ambulance or like a story to be made so we can report on it. And it ends up getting a lot of people close to him hurt. God, what is his name? It's bothering me so bad right now. Like it's not Grant, but I'm getting I'm like a fucking psychic medium right now. I'm getting a Grant in there. It's oh no, it's Lou Bloom. Lou Bloom. I don't know why I was thinking Grant at all. It's not even close to Grant. Lou Bloom. That's the character's name. What just a character. Like incredible movie. I think Jake Gyllenhaal's a great actor. I know he's gotten in a little bit of controversy recently because he smells like shit, but I think he is a really, really, really good actor. By the way, also, I should mention, Prisoners, another Jake Gyllenhaal, Hugh Jackman movie with Paul Dano as well. Everyone knows him as the freaking Riddler, baby. Prisoners is a top 10 movie for me. It's probably in my top, like, just outside of top 5, maybe. Prisoners is the quintessential, like, slow burn. I think it's like 4 hours long. It's a super, super long movie. But it's one of those ones that you just can't stop watching. It kind of brings out this fear in you in a way, or this like curiosity of the fear the main character is having, with just how low key and gloomy a lot of the shots are. It's taken in like the Midwest, really rural town. But it's always overcast and it's always gray and a little bit snowy and cold. You can feel the coldness through the screen in that movie, and it just every time I watch it, I get like goosebumps. It's just really good. And also Hugh Jackman is another great actor. Paul Dano's role in that does genuinely give me chills. I think Gyllenhaal just brings He may not be the greatest living actor, but he works well as a main character and a side character, and he lets his co-stars shine while also being pretty damn shiny himself. It's a great mix. Okay, finally got some DPS. Maybe the earliest ever gotten DPS in a run. Okay, we're doing it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's good to be back. That feels pretty good to have right now. I gotta rewatch Prisoners, man. Now I'm thinking about watching that movie tonight, even though it's insanely long. I haven't watched it in a while because my girlfriend is not super into that genre. And I like to watch movies and shows with her when she gets off of work, but I want to watch stuff we're both interested in watching. And I don't think she's super into the Prisoners type stuff that I am, which is fine. Everyone's got their own taste, you know. Mine's obviously objectively the best, obviously, but we all got our own tastes. Okay, I got a key back, that's fine. I was actually gonna go see, I haven't even seen it yet, and I feel bad because it just won like 7 Oscars, but ooh, that's really, really good. Wait, does Tears not influence charge time in this game? Maybe it doesn't. I feel like I have the same exact charge time. I haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once yet, because every single time I go to see the movie, something comes up. And I'm not making excuses, I swear to you. When the movie came out, like the opening day, I was going to go see it. And I had tickets, and I had even ordered the food on the Cinemark app ahead of time, right? I was real stoked. Desi ended up getting not called into work, but they had like a rehearsal for her band thing, and it got pushed back by a couple hours, so we couldn't go see it. It was gonna be like at a lunchtime thing, but it got pushed forward or pushed back or some shit, and we couldn't go see it. I don't know. Something with our class stopped us from seeing the movie, and I was like, oh, we'll see it again another time. Never got the chance between our different work schedules. Then, when it came to streaming, we're gonna watch it one night, and she ended up going out with her friends instead. Like, oh, we can wait to watch it. Never got around to it. It got re-released in theaters. I had bought tickets for it again, booked food online, and we both forgot that Desi's spring break ended the day before, so she had class on the Tuesday. So again, we couldn't see the movie. And it's kind of just become this game now of like, if I ever get in the mood to watch it, something will come up. And it's happened time and time again. And it's going to happen over and over again. So I guess I'm never going to see that movie. I don't know. Unless God wills it to happen. I'm going to hopefully see it before it leaves theaters. If it hasn't left theaters already. We got Mr. Boom like several times on these runs. We're going to go for the other golden chest, I think. And that's going to be a good play for us. But I do want to go see it. I really do. But going back to Floor 1's conversation of Brokeback Mountain. Highly recommended. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was a flawless movie. I think it's not very emotional. Like, it's an emotional movie, but it hits a lot of key emotional highs. The entire thing is pretty straightforward. I mean, you feel the emotion, but you're not getting emotional yourself. And then there's like one scene at the very end of the movie that when it came on, I just kind of had to sit back and just like soak it all in. It was very, very disturbing. But it's a good thing because like it made me feel for the character who I was kind of half and half on for most of it. I like that at least they never portray in really good movies. They won't portray a protagonist as perfect or flawless, or if they have a flaw, it won't just be like they smell bad and that's it. Like, they'll have genuine character flaws that impact their relationships, and that's really prevalent in this movie, where the main characters are not people you should be rooting for a lot of it. They make really bad choices, they hurt a lot of people, but it's almost rational in the way that they do it, where they almost have to. They're not allowed to live their life because of who they are, and when they get the chance to, it hurts people. But they shouldn't be stopped from living their life. It's that nice paradoxical assessment of like, is this bad behavior acceptable? Is hurting this many people in your life and turning everyone's life upside down, is that good because your cause is somewhat just? Is it rational? And that moral question, I think, is what makes a lot of movies really good. Speaking of the same thing, Eternal Sunshine. There's That is more about like a philosophical question of like, is erasing the bad in your life a good thing? Because the bad things make you who you are, and they were bad for a reason. And that'll stop you from making the same mistake over and over again. But both characters making that not so great choice to erase the bad in their life, you know, it was in their situation. They're stuck in this cycle. So yeah, it's rationalized and it makes sense. A marriage story. Both of the main characters act like pieces of shit for a lot of it. They're both like really bad to each other. And you find out, you know, one of them was cheating, and even though it was a one-time thing, they still try and rationalize that. No, he should not have cheated on his you know, wife. But there were also, like, and that's a very bad thing. The marriage ending was his fault. But everything after that, did he really deserve to have his life, like, taken from him the way that it did? It's that question that really just keeps me into movies like that. I think romance tackles that a lot. Like, that's why I like the genre so much, is it always asks that question. It's always some kind of moral implication or rationality of, like, yes, this person did a bad thing, but the consequences from said bad thing may drastically be very, very, very unfair. And I do really enjoy the different circumstances they present to you and how you're supposed to react to it. I think in every movie I come out in a different stance of like, man, that person was in the wrong. And then I'll watch a similar movie where the roles are kind of reversed. I'm like, man, that person was in the right. It's cool to have that deviation, that separation. I don't know what word you'd use there, but it is cool to have that, I guess, just be different. That didn't blow up the, all right, well, that's fine. I guess we'll leave that. Challenge room, no thank you. Okay. That hurt a little bit. This guy, they have such long range in this game. It's kind of absurd. Devil card's great. I have no keys. Oh wow, that's really funny. No keys. What can a guy with no keys do? Let's try this. And hopefully this works. Okay, maybe the rock was blocking the path from being made. I gotta use my bombs really wisely here. There's no benefit to skipping item rooms in this version of the game. So I do need to find this secret room and hopefully get a key out of it. There we go. Oh, hey, that's still pretty good. Having the extra life, and it does bring you up to +2. Having the extra life is nice. And I don't believe there are any super secret rooms in this game. We can always check, but I do kind of want to save the bomb in case we need to use it for something. And there's too many places it could be. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Ooh, is this going to be a devil deal item still? I could do the bomb. Oh, no. Bombs do, like, 0 damage in this game. Be aware of that. Brimstone does, like, 0 damage, too. This is not that great of an... I guess everything just does 0 damage in this game. Oh, are you still Brim Man? You are still Brim Man. I'm gonna have a nice little piercing damage here. That was the Krampus texture. Who are you trying to fool here? I just stood there and took that. Oh my god, dude. Charge. Come on. Okay. We got a black card back and a damage up, which is really nice. And anything good for us in here? Oh my god, there's some good stuff in here for us. Okay. Yes. We have 0 HP. Walk back, what happened to there? The one up procced. Did we get the pact? Yeah. Don't die. So we have the damage up and the tears up from the pact, and we are going to be dealing massive damage. But we died despite having HP, and it respawned us with 0 HP. Because I guess 1-up takes your heart containers when you respawn, and I guess we had no heart containers? Am I correct in that, like, really rudimentary assumption? Is that true? Is that real? Will 1 hit just kill us for good? Or do we actually have 9 lives now? I don't know, it's like a weird bug I should be... Are we invincible? We could just be invincible. It's another side of the spectrum here. We could just be genuinely invincible, which would be really cool if true. But we do a lot of damage. We are shredding things now. It's just a matter of getting the HP back up, which might take a while. With 9 lives we've seen in the past, it can cause some issues. We're gonna fight the boss first. I hate how little damage we do. You know what? I'm gonna pop the devil card here, because if we live through the fight with no damage, we get to get another devil deal potentially. And that could be another guppy piece for us, and maybe fix our 0 health glitch we have going on. In case it ends up being like some weird permanent thing. I'm in uncharted territory right now. I don't know if we're like in a good enough place to be just kind of steamrolling. I don't know if this bug has really put us through the ringer or not. Okay, one more hit. Did that count? That did not count. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. There's no iframes. All right, we're gonna... I guess we're done with that for now. That's unfortunate. We played really well, and then that one shot just killed us at the end. I guess we had half a heart on that weird thing. That is unfortunate. Well, the bug didn't really affect us that much. We would have... I don't know if that tiered at a whole heart or not. Otherwise, we maybe could have still won that fight. But that is just a shame. And I hope that we are able to still maybe finesse a deal. Because if Guppy is in this game... Huge. If Guppy is in this game and we have a shot at getting Guppy with Brimstone, which I think is still tick damage... Maybe it's not in this game. We're going to be in a really, really good place. But I guess we all know where we're sitting in Isaac right now. Oh... Let's talk more about good old Brokeback Mountain. I would say if the movie has a... I can't think of like a single flaw the movie has. I'm trying to think of like what's one critique I can make of the movie. I don't know. Like it was shot well. The dialogue was natural. I loved the characters. Whoever wrote, I think it was based off an already pre-existing short story. Whoever wrote the character of Jack Twist really knows how country boys act, because holy shit, you could have convinced me that Jake Gyllenhaal was just a guy they find on the street who's already been a rodeo boy his entire life, because oh my god, the way he acts, his voice, like his mannerisms, they're perfect. I worked with somebody when I was at my factory job who was a, good old country boy like that. And Jake not only looks like one, I can't explain. He is the country boy. And you go to a movie like Nightcrawler again, and it's like he's unrecognizable from that same other role. It's crazy. There was nothing. I mean, maybe the one critique I can make is that just in modern times, because the movie's been memed to death, that was kind of distracting. Like, the I can't quit you line has been used countless times by people online, because it's like he delivers it in a weird manner, but it's a manner that works in the context of the film, maybe not so outside of it, but it's still like it works. Ooh, it's really good, actually. That's really, really good. We will take that, and we have a lot of money. I do want to go find the shop. I know we have 0 keys. That can all change, though. But the character of Jack Twist is very realistic. I mean, that's just... that had to be based off of somebody real, because it was just that convincing. I guess maybe, like... but no, it's paced... Oh, the cursor. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I gotta get used to that. It's paced well. It's pretty. Everything is about the movie is perfect. I mean, there are some parts that sure could be better. A couple of the overhead, like, panoramic shots are very still. And I'm like, oh, if you just would, like, you know, pan that over a little bit, like, as the shot's going on, it could be a bit better to me, but it also doesn't need to be like that. It doesn't take away from the film if it's like that. It would maybe add to it, sure, but maybe the stillness is what the director was going for. I can't say for sure. I think it's another one of those... I had a key and I chose to do that with it. That was lucky I didn't get punished for that. Either way, just a great movie. One that I recommend to all of you. If you got some time on your hands, it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's a pretty long one, I'll admit, but it's worth every second. And I think the end is a really, really I wouldn't say it's satisfactory, but it's fitting. The end is very in tune or in theme, and it works well with the rest of the movie. Okay, we get even more money here. I guess next floor shop could be like several premium items for us. Thanks for the... I got a lot of troll bomb drops this run, it seems like. We're going to go pop our book inside of the Monstro fight, and maybe if we're super lucky, still finesse ourselves a deal with Mr. Satan, but... I don't count on it. We'll eventually have to go and start playing Cain and Eve and Judas and probably die. I mean, we beat the first floor damage list, and second floor we took, like, what, 2 hits? So we could still win as these characters. Popping your actives takes forever. I was mashing the spacebar right there. Oh, we do so much damage now. Oh, it's regular Monstro. Weren't you champion like twice in a row? Why are you regular now? Oh god, that was stupid of me. They all spawned right there. Laser me. Laser me. Oh, this is great. Hold on. He had no idea what hit him there. Dude is actually stupid. Okay, we got dessert, and we can keep on going down. Might be one of our faster runs if we put it into high gear here. I don't see why it couldn't be. We're getting better. It's going to be weird going back to Rebirth. Well, I guess it won't be. I think the reason when you go between games, like you go from like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to like Mario Kart Double Dash, and you play on a GameCube controller because you're used to hitting certain inputs on that same controller. Because there's so many active items in this game. Stop. More passives, please. Because I'm playing on keyboard for Flash and I play on controller for every other version, I think most of my muscle memory will be the exact same. Like, I don't think it's going to change too much about it, which I think is a positive thing. I think having this game be on keyboard and Rebirth be mostly controller-based is a really, really good thing for this challenge. That way I won't get turned around with my dodging, or, you know, have my trying to do, like, diagonal walks in this game maybe different than trying to do diagonal walks in Rebirth. I don't know. I have no idea. I got a big call. I got a big call for all of you right now. I was joking. I want to take that back. That didn't actually happen, and you are a liar. That tier hit me and then just didn't damage me. Yo, is that Hush up there? I wanted to see. Look right here in this tile. That's Hush right there, is it not? The Hush precursor. Those little splotches on the ground. This game predicted Hush. There was also a penis bone in the ground, it looked like, back in that last room. Really, really cool. I like that detail. Really brings the basement alive a little bit. I'll point it out. It's right here. Oh, I guess it's right here. Looks like an arrow or like a penis, maybe. Who knows? Only Edmund knows, and everybody else knows. I don't know. I don't know what a penis looks like. I've only watched Brokeback once. Actually, that's my one complaint. And this is a thing with a lot of queer romance movies that even get released today. Why are they so comfortable showing off tits and ass and the female body, but every movie seems terrified to show a little bit of dick? It's a gay movie, and we see more naked women than we do naked men. Why? That has to be like some kind of sexism. Are they scared of showing a little bit of penis in their movie? Don't be scared. Every guy watching the movie has seen a penis before, unless you've never looked down in your entire life. And that's a big complaint with a lot of movies that I've seen that are about queer romance or even just romance in general. What is with it with just wanting to show off the female form? It's I don't want to say it's boring, you know. I'm an ass man myself. It's not boring. It's just it's jarring because it's like we're watching two dudes. We're hearing two dudes have sex on screen. And you're gonna not bother to show it because nudity, but then you're okay showing like Michelle Williams' chest later on. Why? It doesn't make any sense. It's just weird. I don't know. If I was directing, that's great. If I was directing a romance movie and it was about two dudes hooking up, I would probably end up showing more balls than I would chest. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's like banned in Hollywood. I don't know. It'd be weird if it was. I guess they don't really ever show, like, anything but chest, but still, I mean, you get, like, maybe a frame of Jake Gyllenhaal's hanging out when he jumps into a lake, but that's about as far as it goes. That'll be my one complaint from here on out. We're gonna go for a key if we can right now. We could be in this shop for a while. I hate this Skullbecker game. It has one hitbox on the very bottom of it, and that's it. But I would like to get, if possible, let's play the floor out first. We could be in this room for a while. Let's play the floor first, because we could just get a random key drop, and that would be honestly faster. Got to do these rooms regardless, so. I will say, my one thing about this game right now is the runs just take forever. Like, we're looking at 32 minutes right now. We're on depths 2. We would be on the final floor of a rebirth run, or like a repentance run. I think it does get faster in rebirth as well. Hilarious. But as it stands, I really wish the runs were shorter, or like, I don't even know why it takes so long. Is there our damage being bad? Not a key, so I'm not gonna bother with that. We'll walk out, and this should. Can't leave? I guess you can't leave when the beggar has a coin in him. That's interesting. I'd rather just not waste the time of spawning a fly and then having to shoot said fly. Just kind of here for a key, man. I'm not gonna get a key. Okay, well, that already broke, so this is like our last shot to get a key for that shop, and he hasn't even shown us a key yet, which is rich. I would take Skatol. Nope, wrong fly, please. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, we can't leave. I forgot about that. Cool detail game. Goodbye. We're going into the shop now. To get... Okay, compass. We can take that. Might as well buy a ladder as well, sure. We don't have flight yet. By the way, my nose is really itchy. I apologize. I'm not, like, sick anymore. I figured out what was causing my sickness. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's, or 2 days for you guys episode, but I have a very itchy nose right now. Okay. Don't forget your active items. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Isaac! Woo! Woo! I'm too good? I'm just too good. I'm just too good. This is a very difficult fight compared to... Okay, the hands are in this game? What? Did I already realize that like a while ago and just forgot again? Oh my god. You can't deal... Even with Brimstone, man, you don't deal any damage in this game. Ay, ay, ay. Give me the belt. Let's keep going. I guess the speed is nice to have, but this is not my favorite game in the world, I will say. There's a very stark lack of DPS. I mean, I think everything in this game is just too tanky. and your damage just does not scale well. I remember last run we were down here, we spent like 20 minutes trying to kill a room full of lumps because the lumps just had too much HP and we couldn't deal enough damage to kill them. The charge time as well. Not having that visual aid from Afterbirth is pretty jarring. Okay. Got a card drop. That could be Emperor. I hope it's an Emperor card. That would be the best thing for us right now. I want to know down below. I'll ask this tomorrow earlier in the run too so that I can get a wide variety of answers. But when we get up to the modern versions of the game, am I allowed to install quality of life mods that speed up the run? Like Good Trip. Is that allowed? Because to be honest, like, I'm not a fan of doing these... A lot of damage this run. I'm not a fan of runs taking 45 minutes or more consistently. I'd like if they were closer to like 20 to 30. If you guys don't want that to happen, that is, by the way, totally fine. I can live with it. Why did I go? I guess this way is equally as fast if it's up. Woo! Watch yourself, partner. The 20 to 30 minute runs are so much nicer. They really are. So if you guys would prefer that, or if you guys would not mind that, I'm not talking about like character mods or content mods. I'm just talking about strictly stuff that would make the runs go by at no added benefit besides getting to boss rush sooner. That's it. That would be like the one thing it can do, which I guess that is kind of cheap, sure. But, oh, you got me? I gotta actually charge my shots on time. Much different fight than the other version of this game. Wait, can't you Brim Snap? How do you Brim... It's like... Is that a rebirth only thing? Either way, she's dead, but... Oh, wait, can I go to Shoal this game? I think I can. I can. First Satan kill of the File Boys. I forgot Shoal existed, to be real. I was Brim Snapping there for a second, but it seems like really inconsistent. I think it might be a rebirth thing and not a flash thing. But then again, I could be totally wrong. Yeah, I guess it's just like, I'm going the wrong way too. I don't know what I'm thinking. But if you don't know, Brim Snapping is a technique, I think it's only in Rebirth, where you can immediately start charging another Brim Laser after you shoot, and then tap afterwards, or you just get like a really, really quick charge off of that, which allows you to do like crazy damage, which would be really nice for this game, but it just so happens that I don't know how to do it properly, or it's not here, and this is the wrong way. Some things never change between Isaac versions for me. We're getting our ass handed to us right now, by the way. We might not be able to beat Satan. I don't know what his patterns are like, if there's any new attacks, or how different the fight. We gotta fight Fallen first, maybe still. I don't know. Maybe the other down that I was already going is still a proper direction. I have 7 lives, but beating Satan on 1 heart when I take a whole heart of damage on the floor... Okay, it's not here, because if it was there, we would have saw it immediately. Another trick I learned with the secret room is that... I'm gonna do this. We're so quick! Unfair. Wish my charge time was better. You're alive? How? How are you alive? You have no HP left. There's 2 of you. How are you alive? How are you alive? Die, dude. Holy shit. What? What the actual freak? Okay, yeah, we're dead as fuck. That's what I get for hugging the left wall there. How are those fallen alive, man? Where do I go? Where do I go? This is very gut-wrenching. Okay. Book of Belial immediately. Oh, it's the same RNG at each time. So immediately. Okay. We're making our way there, fighting the same exact boss like 8 different times. Okay, buddy. Like, these are very quick attacks. Shot, but my cube of meat was ready. Be prepared for it. That's the attack I was looking for. Okay. 3 lives, and we are almost at the fight. Might as well. Do have to find the secret room if we can. We'll live this room, no problem, with the piercing shots. Okay, it is time to hunt. Can you be against boss rooms in this game? No. I'm guessing you're just straight up. No, you're not. Are you up right here? Just money. It's not what I was looking for. Yes. We can see how hard the fight is, and then we can go look for more soul hearts, but there's a higher chance we die in a random room than we do to Satan, I feel like, at this point, because of how awful it is. Oh my god, I got it. I can't, there's no way I can do this, man. There's a 0% chance I can fight this guy. I'm gonna go back and get another charge off in Book of Belial, but how do you deal damage in this game? I don't know. This game is brutal. This game is very difficult. I'll tell you that much. I'm still having fun with it, obviously, but it's not an easy game. And that is showing. Oh, please. Okay. Great. That should be showing itself pretty well in these runs that I'm playing, where I have decent dodging skill. I just feel like my damage dealing capabilities are not where they need to be. We are dead in this room. I feel like no matter what happens. Yeah, I wanted to go to that trap room, but we have our final life. Let's just go throw it at Satan. I mean, I don't know. If I had more HP, I guess I could beat it, but didn't really account for that, did I? We got bombs, but bombs really don't do much. I'd like to make it past the Fallen, at the very least. Are there super secret rooms in this game? The answer is obviously no, but I've got only a little bit less to rely on. Okay, lasers do not push bombs. Where do you go there? I'm getting shot at from all the angles. Well, we're dead. I forgot that kind of means that we have to upgrade now. I didn't really process that until just now. Well, I guess we're playing Rebirth next, but that was a short-lived flash. I should have just gone for more regular runs. But like, if I was gonna win any run, it would have been this one. I have Brimstone. I have like 7 different damage ups. Just rough. Well, I guess we're playing Rebirth tomorrow. We got a good 3 episodes of Flash Isaac in. If you enjoyed, a like and a comment. We'll come back to this eventually. We're gonna do this challenge for a while. But thanks for watching. See you guys later.